Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone to this November Board of Education meeting for Carroll County Schools. And at this time, I'd like to welcome our visitors. We really appreciate all of our visitors. And I want to have a special welcome for Chris Green, the president of the Georgia Student Finance Commission, and Miss Linda McWhirter, a part of the board there. We're so glad to have y'all with us. Let's give them a round of applause. At this time, if you would, rise with me as we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm going to turn it over to our Vice Chairman, Tom Sizemore, and he's going to introduce our person for our invocation.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to ask Mr. Tim Buckhannon up to the podium. Tim's been invited here tonight to have a short minute of prayer before we start our meeting this evening. Tim is currently the pastor at the Church of Carrollton, and we are just excited and pleased to have Tim join us tonight for this occasion.
Thank you. Thank you. Father, we just come to you with thankful hearts. I thank you for each person that's here, each board member, each teacher, educator, student, parent. We just thank you for them. We thank you for their heart to serve and to just love. I thank you for an education system that, knows that this is more than just numbers and data and things like that, that they know that this is a way to impact generations and to impact a community in a positive way. Father, I just pray for wisdom tonight, unity tonight. Father, I pray that we just have humble hearts so that things can happen, good things can happen. Father, I just love you and I thank you. And I pray that everyone here tonight knows that they have a God that loves them and knows them and sees them. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, sir. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge our host for tonight. Tonight we have Miss Marla Turpin, our principal at Central Elementary School, and Mr. Kevin Muldoon, principal at Villa Rica Middle School. Thank you so much. Let's give them a round of applause. And now it's time to have our teacher and student recognitions, and we'll turn it over to Dr. Jess Gainsworth and Mr. Jerry Griffiths.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. We're honored tonight to recognize Miss Nina McDaniel, a dedicated paraprofessional with the alternative programs who has served Carroll County Schools since 2006. She has worked as a paraprofessional and has also worked many years in the transportation department. Ms. McDaniel is an invaluable team member who truly embodies the theme of positively changing lives by fostering a positive, safe, and encouraging classroom environment and also providing compassionate, personalized support to goal and extended day students. Her commitment goes well beyond school hours, and she often works evenings, weekends, and even holidays to ensure students stay on track for graduation. She's consistently praised for building strong, trusting connections with parents, tirelessly working with teachers, and providing the guidance and consistency that helps many students who might otherwise give up, making her the very definition of a premier paraprofessional and a true champion for student success. We are proud to recognize Ms. McDaniel as 24 strong.
Carroll County Schools takes pride in recognizing the accomplishments of our schools, staff, and students. Please help us in celebrating the following accomplishments. Central Middle School received national recognition from the Association of Middle Level Education as one of the only 24 schools of distinction in the country and the only school in Georgia this year. Principal Colleen Jones is here tonight for the recognition. Congratulations. Tonight, we proudly recognize the excellence demonstrated by our middle school student athletes at the recent West Georgia Middle School Athletic Conference Championships. We had an outstanding showing across many divisions. Bay Springs Middle School softball and cheer teams are recognized for winning the large school division championships. Players Corey Bradley and Mabry Brewster with Coach Giles and Coach Mullins, and cheerleaders Braylon Gentry and Lyric Hutchins with Coach Cole are here to be recognized. Congratulations, Bay Springs Middle School. Central Middle School's boys cross country, girls golf, and competition cheer teams are recognized for their championship wins. Runner Chandler Woodward, golfers Callie Wren, Lynn Riggins, and Coach Rondash, as well as cheerleaders Bree Doan and Ashlyn Wallace with Coach Hunksinger are here tonight. Congratulations, Central Middle School. I have them right here. Bowden Middle School girls cross country won the small school division championship. Katie Barron and Lily Sheltfield are here to accept the award. Congratulations, Bowden Middle. Mount Zion Middle School boys cross country won the small school division championship. Malachi Wallace, Elijah Lipscomb, and Coach Brady are here, as well as Coach Thompson, to accept the award. Congratulations, Mount Zion Middle. Temple Middle School cheer team won the small school division championship. Cheerleaders Purity Watkins, Sophie Watkins, and Audrey Decker, as well as Coach Rhines, are here tonight. Congratulations. Tonight, we honor the Central High School volleyball team for winning the Georgia High School Association Region Championship. Joining us are Coach Chris Smith and student athletes Macy Mount and Addison Schwartzfeger. Macy Mount is also recognized as the GHSA Region 3 4A Player of the Year, and Coach Chris Smith as Region 3 4A Coach of the Year. Congratulations. We are pleased to celebrate Central High School student Max Kubik for his selection to the State Superintendent's Student Advisory Council. Congratulations, Max. Reach Georgia is the state of Georgia's first needs-based mentorship and college scholarship program. The mission is to ensure that Georgia's academically promising students have the academic, social, and financial support needed to graduate from high school, access college, and achieve post-secondary success. Beginning in the 8th grade and through high school, Reach Scholars are paired with a mentor and an academic coach. Scholars must maintain good grades, behavior, and attendance. Scholars who successfully complete the program and graduate from high school are awarded a $10,000 scholarship that can be used at a Hope-eligible University System of Georgia, Technical College System of Georgia, or a private post-secondary institution. The scholarship is in addition to any other grant or scholarship the student receives. Tonight, we have the honor of Mr. Christopher Green, President of the Georgia Student Finance Authority, along with Linda McOrder, Board of Commissioners, Georgia Student Finance Commission. They are both an integral part of the Reach Georgia Scholarship Program. In a few minutes, we'll dismiss the lobby for the official Reach Scholarship signing. Pictures will be taken of individual students with their board member, school representatives, and family. When dismissed, please report directly to your school table. Once the ceremony concludes and all pictures are taken, students and families are dismissed and our regular board meeting will convene. First, we'd like to recognize Marley Skaggs Bowden. Anders Dalton, Central. Gabriela Bazell Escobar, Mount Zion. Adore Jackson, Temple. Jaria Cello, Villarica. Congratulations to our students, staff, and schools this evening. At this time, we will dismiss to the lobby.
Okay, we're still in session, so we'll call ourselves back in order. And at this time, I'll ask for an approval of the agenda.
I'll make that motion.
Have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor, raise your right hand. And that's unanimous. We come to our time now of public input. Is anybody here to address the board tonight? Seeing none, we'll move right along, and we'll ask for approval of the minutes as recommended by the Superintendent Scott Cowart. And we can do these together for a board meeting on October 23rd and for our work session last Monday night, November 17th. Can I get a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Have a motion
I'll second that
and a
motion.
second. All those in favor, raise your right hand. All right. Now we come to the time where we're going to look to approve our consent agenda as recommended by Superintendent Scott Cowart. You see the 3 items we have on there. Could I get a motion for our consent agenda tonight?
I'll make that motion.
We got a motion, and I take it a second?
Second.
There we go. And all those in favor, raise your right hand. All right, great. And now we come to our time that we always enjoy, our superintendent's report. Turned over to Mr. Scott Cowart.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. What a wonderful evening. Great way to head towards the Thanksgiving holiday season, to be able to honor those 5 Reach Scholars and make a difference in their life. We appreciate the state doing that, and we appreciate you as a board allowing us to do that as a ceremony before or as a part of one of our board meetings. Many, many good things to share. Start out with just recently we had more honors from several of our schools. Bowden Elementary, Bowden High, Central Middle, Ithaca Elementary, Mount Zion Elementary, Sharp Creek Elementary were recognized as leaders in literacy across our state by the Georgia Department of Education. Bay Springs, Bowden Middle, Central Middle, Rookville Elementary, Temple Middle, and Whitesburg Elementary were recognized as math leaders by the DOE. Always a fun thing to be recognized for those academic awards like that. We saw earlier a number of middle school athletic kind of recognitions. One that's high school and bears, I guess, really pausing for a second is we have a student at Bowden High School who just won her 3rd consecutive state cross-country championship. So she's actually a junior. It says sophomore. She's a junior. That's amazing. That is really amazing because, you know, in that competition, that is not an easy thing. And we have every belief that she'll probably win again next year and graduate with being a 4-time state champion. But not only at the Georgia high school level, she's competing at the national level and winning all kinds of awards. So you're going to hear about her moving forward. Central Middle School cheerleaders recently won a middle school state championship in cheerleading. We had a number of region championships. Our Central High School football team won their 3rd consecutive. Bowden won their, I believe it was 5th in their last 6 years. They won. And it's very exciting to share, for the first time in the history of our school district, all 5 of our high schools advanced to the state football playoffs. Now, for multi-high school districts, that don't happen much. And so very, very excited for every one of them. And 4 of the 5 are moving on this next week, tomorrow night, actually. Again, then a number of middle school state championships, region championships we were just honored tonight. Turning to the back, we just recently had our high school technology fair that was a tremendous success. If you're interested, we'll have our elementary and middle school technology fair on December the 2nd. That'll be at the city station. We'd love to have any of you who'd like to drop by and see it. It'll start that morning around probably 9 o'clock. Our superintendent student ambassadors, who you've met a number of times, some of these students, we took them on a field trip and went to the University of West Georgia and had a great day there with them. The University Bluecoats, that's their collegiate version of ambassadors, worked with them on how to be good hosts, how to tour facilities and do all these things. But then they got to go spend time in the UWG Honors College and hear about what's going on there and opportunities for any of them that might be interested. So that was really, really good. We were recently awarded 2 Georgia Department of Education STEM grants. Very excited about that. As I mentioned, Monday night we had our clergy and realtor breakfast recently. Did want to report we had a TAG joint committee meeting. The reason I want to point this out is it's the first one we've had since June. Now, why is that important? There's been no need for the meeting. So what does that mean? That group only convenes if there's a need to consider new residential growth. So there's been no need, which is a good thing. Back when you approved your participation in TAD, part of your reason or rationale was working with the city of Illarica to try to, reduce the number of new residential opportunities that was coming into that community. So I highlight and applaud the city for their moratorium, on new residential developments at this time. Now, there's still plenty that were already approved that are being built out now. I don't mean that there's not a lot of building going on. There is. But those things were already approved before the TAD. But since the TAD, there has not been a single new residential development that's gone and been approved through the city council. So that's a good thing. Did want to honor our own Dr. Jessica Ainsworth. She recently completed the Georgia Leadership Georgia program. This is a very prestigious program that she was a part of, and we are very excited and proud for her for the experience that she had in that program. Next week is Thanksgiving break. I really don't know who's more ready for it. The students, the teachers, or the administrators? Or maybe all of us, I don't know. But we're very excited.
That's awesome.
Do want to remind you on December the 2nd, Carroll EMC has this annual power breakfast. Some of you have gone in the past. If you're interested in going, if you'll get with Lauren, and we'll make sure you have a ticket. Then later that week is the winter conference for GSBA, and I think Dr. Brooks is scheduled to go to that. Right now, no one else is. If somebody changes their mind and you want to go, if you'll please let Lauren know, we'll make that happen for you. Please remember, have on your calendar, December 9th is our annual board fall planning advance. We'll be at the Operations Center, much like we were in June this past year. We'll have lunch ready about 12:15, so plenty of time to sit down and eat. School Nutrition is excited about preparing another meal for you. We'll get started around 1 o'clock. Probably go about 3.5 hours if I had to guess. We'll try to keep as close to that as we can. But we're very excited. Of course, one of the big things is you'll review the latest update of the master plan. But we've got some other things that have kind of risen as opportunities that we're interested to share with you and get your perspective on how you feel about some things. So we're looking forward to that work with you. And then the final reminder is that our December meetings are combined work session, regular board meeting, so we'll only meet once in December because of the holidays. That'll be on Monday, December the 15th, and I think, Lauren, that's scheduled to be in the board office. Is that correct? So we'll be in the board office on that. Mr. Chair, I'll be glad to answer any questions that any board members might have.
Absolutely. Tremendous report. Any questions, comments? A lot of really good stuff. Thank you so much. At this time, we would consider any business items to come before the board.
Mr. Chair, we have no business items tonight.
No business items, then I would, we'll go down here, and I'd like to look for a recommendation that the board meet in executive session to discuss the future acquisition of real estate, safety, and security, personnel pending or threatened litigation, and recommendations that are exempt from disclosure under the Open Records Act.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion, we have a second.
I'll second.
All those in favor, raise your right hand, and we'll consider ourselves in executive session. I'd like to ask for a motion to adjourn our executive session, if we could.
So be.
Got a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Motion second, all those in favor, raise your right hand. We'll consider ourselves back in regular session. At this time, I would like to ask for a recommendation that the board approve the personnel actions as presented by the superintendent.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. All those in favor, raise your right hand. That's everyone. Okay, we're all the way down to board member comments. We have board member comments this evening.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to say we hope each of you have a good holiday and be safe. You just told us about some stuff. We want everybody back here, good and healthy, fat, and having a good year.
Very good. Others?
I'd just like to tell everybody, we all need to be very thankful. I know we have our problems and our disturbances, but we live in a wonderful place. We need to be thankful.
That's right.
I would echo those comments. I know that I'm very thankful to be a small part of what goes in Carroll County Schools. You know, you look at all that goes on, and I don't think it's by any accident. So I know that for me and our board, we're so thankful for the administration. I think everything starts at the top, and it cascades. And you can see connectivity here. You can see intentionality. And because of that, you see results. Results don't come by just happening. Results come because of the process, the repetition, and then momentum. It all comes together, and I see it here every day. So I thank you, Mr. Cowart, and I thank you for this cabinet and for everyone that works throughout this system. I spoke briefly to the principals last month, and I was thinking, we got a great group of principals. And you can see they've caught that vision, and they understand it, I think probably as well as since I've been on this board. So a lot to be thankful for. Let's just, sometimes I always heard the thing, when things be going great in my business, my boss would tell me, my old mentor, he'd say, Kerry, let's keep rolling, don't mess it up. I said, yes, sir. So I don't think we will. Thank you all, and let's have a great holiday.
Let's do.
Anything else? If not, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
Make the motion.
We have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
All those in favor, raise your right hand, and we'll consider ourselves adjourned. Happy Thanksgiving.